Hey Soul Family, welcome to Soul Spire. I'm so glad that you're with me here today, and I hope that you're feeling fabulous and inspired within your journey. And if you were called here, then there are definitely some messages here for you. So let's begin and see what Spirit has for us. Okay, so I think you're coming to a point in your life where you're realizing your worth. And you're seeing all the powers that you do have within this 3D world, which are way more than you originally realized. So you're working with your energies and with your spirit guides and ancestors. I think you have definitely awakened and you are more grounded in your energy and you're looking for assistance and help from other aspects and realms that maybe you previously didn't. So you are seeing your worth and your potential within this life, and things have been illuminated for you. You're definitely seeing things in a new perspective, and there's so much more to life that you realize now, and things are looking brighter for you. And again, Spirit is guiding you, and you are tapped in and you are connected. You're making better choices and better decisions. You're thinking about the things that you do and being strategic about your life choices. And you're very optimistic, as you should be, because things are looking up for you. You are really feeling enlightened, and again, things are illuminated for you. So things that may have seemed dark before are definitely seeming brighter for you within your journey. Okay. And previously, you have not always used your discernment. You haven't always made the choices that were right for you, but that's changed. You are definitely being guided by your heart and your intuition, and it's enabling you to make choices and decisions that are right for you and that are logically the best for you in this time or situation. And I think that you've put others before you in the past, which has allowed you to be heard. But those are lessons that you've learned, and you hold your heart dearly now. You're making better decisions and protecting your heart and your energy because you know your worth now. You know who you are, and it's guiding you. You're being guided by your intuition and your lovely heart that is so big and just radiating so much love throughout the world and to everyone around you. And you're loving yourself more and taking more time out for you so you can be within your best energy. Now, you might have went through some circumstances that have caused you to feel, left out, or maybe ill physical health, or maybe not the best of mental health, but you're working on that and moving away from that energy. you're realizing that a lot of the things that held you down were rooted within you, that were programmed within you, things that you couldn't even change if you wanted to, because you had to come to the realization of what they even were. And these things were things that we are programmed as we come here within this earth, and are obstacles and circumstances that we are linked to, that are, lower vibrational, that are part of our journey, that we have to stray away from as a part of our ascension. So you're realizing what those things are. Maybe they're family things that have been passed down to you, and just within the programming of your DNA, and you're realizing that you can change these things, and you're not as bad off as you may have thought, and it's allowing you to go into a new direction. So with that, this new direction is allowing you to be more creative and more embracing the good and the bad, the yin and the yang within you. And you're being more intuitive and creative, and you are finding yourself searching for the passion that that lights you up and has you going, and so you can gain the momentum that it is that you're looking for within this life. So you're coming into a time frame of being more focused on yourself and creating this positive energy, fueled by your heart and your intuition. And you're dealing with your shadows and your higher self and embracing both. And you're not letting everyone know, your direction. You're being more discreet and keeping or withholding things that maybe everyone doesn't need to know, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. You're keeping things to yourself, and you're going to allow others to see, for themselves what you have and what you're working on. Let's get some more cards. So a lot of this is about creating the things that you want within this life. And in order to do so, you had to put a lot of things to rest. A lot of things that you maybe once held dear to yourself or to your heart, you're releasing and letting those things go, and truly putting them away and lying them to rest, allowing them to be in the casket and to no longer be a part of your life. And it's going to allow you to get to the 10 of Pentacles that you desire and the happiness that you deserve within this life. But you're having to put a lot of things to rest that you previously wanted and that you previously thought that you needed within this life. So you're making changes so you can get to this 10 of Pentacles energy, and just releasing what is no longer serving you or benefiting you within this life. I see this as people, circumstances, feelings that we feel about ourselves, and even thoughts. You're releasing these things and allowing them to be dormant and putting them to rest. May they rest in peace. Let's see what else. You're definitely coming into a time of more happiness, and you're creating this on your own. And with you and this transition that you're going through, you're going to be able to pour into your cup and others just so much more than you have previously. You understand now that you have to pour into yourself. You cannot, give to others. You can't pour from an empty cup. So you're making sure that you are fulfilled first, that you're rested, that you're hydrated, that you're nourished, that everything is going the best way possible for yourself before you are giving to others and, assisting them with their journey. So you're definitely balancing a lot of your shadow aspects, and it's allowing you to be able to help others with their shadows and work through the things that they need to, but you're making sure that you're putting yourself first. Everything that you're doing has really been a solo journey for you. You've had support from others, but it hasn't been the way that you support other people. And you don't hold that back. You don't hold that against other people. You still give from a good place because you realize that we all have these dark tendencies within ourselves, and you know what you have went through and what you've worked through, and so you don't hold these things against people. You're forgiving and you're going more towards your higher self and the light that is within you. So it's creating abundance and happiness for you, and this is all you're doing. So great job. You now are using your discernment in a way that you haven't previously. Like, you are able to see individuals that are operating from their lower selves, and you're allowing that to guide you. You're using your discernment in a way that you never have before. And it's allowing you to stand in your strength and to keep moving forward and fight and conquer whatever it is that you need to for your journey. So you are just a stronger person because of your circumstances, and you see that. You know that people are wearing masks, and from time to time you still do also, because you know that here in this world you can't be, so transparent that everyone can see you for who you are. So a part of you still holds things back, but you're using that as a weapon, sort of, so you can see the people that aren't really supportive of you and caring of you within your life. And this is allowing you, again, this is so much more happiness and abundance that's coming your way, because you have the Nine of Cups and you're creating all of this beautiful energy that you have right here, and it's moving to the Ten of Cups. So you are, again, like I said, pouring into your cup first. And a lot of these things that you're doing on your own, and everyone else is going to benefit from it also, because you're just that great of a person. And you've literally invested your blood, sweat, and tears within your life to make things the way that they are. And you are creating the legacy for your life that others will see, and it's making a impact on so many, whether you realize it or not. And you are going to be feeling abundant and blessed if you don't currently, but I think you do. I think you do realize the great things that you have going on for you within your life. And you're going towards a new direction. Something is calling you or pulling you in, and it may have caused you some issues with sleeping, or even, it's been on your mind, or it's came to you in your dreams, and you're headed in a different direction. I think some people won't be happy that you are doing so. Maybe with this Ten of Pentacles that you have in reverse, some of these people that you've had to leave behind and, allow them to no longer be in your life, they won't be happy. And that's okay, because you're living for you and you've made a decision to go in the direction that is best for you. And these people will continue to, watch you as much as they can, talk about you, but they're not seeing much. There's not much for them to get. You're not showing much. Like I said, I think you're being kind of discreet about the things that you're doing. So they don't even know, but they want to know so they can, put their negative energy on what you're trying to accomplish. But you're not going to allow that, because you've made the choice to walk away or to fly away. You're going in a whole nother direction. You're seeing things from a higher perspective, and you're going towards where Spirit is calling you. And you've had to, cut off some people, but you still have your dignity, integrity, and your respect. And you're moving towards a higher timeline. And you've had to leave, people in the dust. But unfortunately, that's, the way that it's had to be. You're doing things for you. Spirit is guiding you to go in a new direction, to your higher timeline. So you're allowing yourself to do so. And you're flying above. You're not down in the bottom of the barrel, with the crabs in the bucket type of mindset. You're looking at things from a higher point of view, and you're using your mind to support you and your intuition. And again, you've just balanced your shadow and higher self. You're being more in balance with your life, and Spirit is guiding you. And this direction that you're going towards, it's going to bring you a lot more happiness. And you can't even see it as of right now. You don't even know, but you're being led in this direction that you can't see right now, but you're being guided by Spirit to a new timeline. And you're leaving a lot of things in the past. And even though you can't see, you can feel it. You know that there is better things ahead for you. And you're just forging through all the difficulties and setbacks and obstacles, because they are present. But you have this fire that's been lit within you that's guiding you, and you're allowing it to reveal things as you get closer. And it's kind of allowing you to see through the fog and the veil, rather, the things that we think that are, definitive, or the things that we believe have to be, or the circumstances that are what they are. But you know that it's just smoke and mirrors, that all of that is not what it is. And you're seeing things from a higher perspective, because this light within is guiding you, and Spirit is guiding you. So you're not using your physical eyes so much anymore. You're using your intuitive eyes. Your third eye is guiding you, and it's pulling you into this destination that you don't even know what that is, but you know that it's greater than the things that you've had in your past. And this isn't going to be an easy transition, because there are things that have been holding you bound, and it's belief systems, maybe religion, maybe family members, something that you hold on to dearly, that you believe that was supposed to be there to support you and care for you, it's hard for you to let go. But you're going to have to let go of these traditional mindsets and ideas that have been keeping you down and bound. And a part of you has played, a role in this because you have allowed it, you have accepted it, and you hold it close to your heart. A part of you still does. So you're going to have to learn to release this, because this is a dark entity or shadow aspect or something that's just negative within a community, or I want to say paradigm, something that's been implanted within you about the way that you're supposed to live your life through, society or your family. Something has, I really feel maybe it's religion, that you don't want to let go of and refuse to believe differently. But with you doing so, this is going to allow you to move forward so you can get to your 10 of Cups that you are, destined for. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Ace of Pentacles. So you definitely have some monetary fulfillment and rewards coming your way, but you are needing to let go of a lot of things and make some changes. And you almost can feel this, but a part of you is disconnected. And if you can release the things that Spirit is guiding you to release, and use your discernment and pick up and keep carrying on and move forward on your own, then you're going to have the Ace of Pentacles that you deserve. You're going to have this new beginning that is going to open a lot of doorways for you. But you're needing to connect back more to yourself and to your soul. Let your soul guide you into the direction that you're needing to, because that will not lead you within the wrong direction. You definitely have the ability, and you know what's for you. You know it's there and that it's coming, but you need to connect with that energy and tap in. Well, let's see what oracle cards we have. Abandonment. Integrity. So, yeah, I think I mentioned that there's things you have to let go of and release and lay to rest, and may it rest in peace and forgive and move forward. So there's some things that you need to abandon within your life. And maybe you felt abandoned also. Maybe you've felt broken to just down to the most amount of brokenness that you could feel within this world, and you've put the pieces together, and you are a beautiful soul, and you know that there's a higher timeline that is awaiting. So you're gonna need to abandon whatever it is that's holding you down, that's created obstacles for you. And whether it's your abandonment yourself, the abandonment that you went through, release it and let it go. And use your higher self and your intuition and your third eye to see through the fog, to see through the layers of fakeness and look at things from a higher perspective, because everything that you've went through has put you to where you are today. And you have this discernment now that you once didn't have. And you're making choices and you're guided by your integrity. I think I mentioned that already, that your integrity is leading you to another direction. You're being pulled and called into another direction. And it's because everything that you do, it's for God. It's for the greater good of, humanity and yourself. And you're not perfect or anything like that, but you came here to help others, to help yourself, to release the pain, to cleanse yourself, and show others that healing is possible. And you're doing this with integrity, with morals and values. You're not doing this out of spite or to hurt others. This is for the greater good of all. And that's what you put within this world. And I don't know if you're going outside in nature, but you definitely should. And maybe the birds have a message for you. Maybe Spirit uses the birds to show you confirmations within your life. And I think this also coincides with, this Hierophant energy that we have here, that maybe you feel like abandoning your religious beliefs will cause you some issues, or that, a part of you doesn't feel that that's right, and you're being called to release that mindset. And you have equality. So, let me flip it up. You're coming into balance again with your light and your dark and these aspects of yourself. And you are realizing that having this balance is creating more positivity, more momentum for you to move forward. And you see yourself as equal. You see everyone as the same. You no longer see people for who they are in this physical world, because you know that that's just a avatar body that we wear. You're seeing people for who they really are in spirit and their soul. And you see that we are all equal. And you know that things will be fair and karma will also be given, whether good or bad. So you're looking at things from a more balanced perspective, and you've definitely awakened, and you're embracing the good and the bad. And these people that are around you that are toxic and maybe holding you down, and you've allowed to continue to be in your life, you're also realizing that they have to be released. Everyone, whether or not good or bad, you've learned your lesson, and you don't have to keep them around, because whether they're equal to you or not, you've saw what they have to give for your life. The season is over, and you're releasing that darkness so you can move forward. And the last card we have is healing. So you're working a lot on healing yourself and even healing others. You have so much beautiful energy where you're wanting to, again, help others and fill their cups, but you're making sure that your cup is filled and that you're taking care of yourself. So stop feeling like you're abandoning, others, and focus more on yourself, and take the time out to heal and take care of yourself and look after yourself. And you'll help others too, because that's just the beautiful person that you are. But make sure that you're looking into yourself and filling your cup and loving yourself and honoring yourself. And I feel called to stop, so I wish you much love and light, and take care.